Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.
Yo. Hey, man, guys, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, guys. Tap in, man. Listen, guys, if you're a lump on the log, or somewhere hid, you wouldn't know what's going on here. But Finesse2Tymes look like they once again arrested Finesse. I got my girl Reality TV. You in the building, Reality TV?
You know I'm here.
What's going on with this? I can't find nothing on it, but I have heard certain things. This doesn't seem like nothing new. People are posting it everywhere, unknown charges. But I'm hearing that this may be something to do with a bond or something like that. Nothing crazy, right?
Right. It's just I'm just hearing from my sources, some reliable sources that's actually dealing with this. That it has something to do with his bond.
And from what I'm hearing he pretty much turned himself in, that he came to take care of it, is what I'm insiders are saying, right? So, I mean, but again, here we go. Finesse is one that has been in the limelight now for quite some time, you know, when it comes to the authorities. So, I mean, he's got a lot of stuff going on, man. And it's really crazy to me that when you look at it, you know, that every time you look around, it's something. And these are games that when you start to see them trickleate like this, it can be something to where it can turn into something big. These are little chances that God give you, right? And me being one that really, I know he's talked and he's trying, you know what I'm saying? But it really seems like you know, it seemed like it's just a rough uphill battle for him, you know. A lot of times when somebody done sit down already and you know that they've been up against that system, you basically know what you're headed for if you get yourself into these situations. So what do you think? What would you tell Finesse2Tymes if it was something you was dealing with? Hold on one second. This OG Pyru calling me. OG, hold on one second. I'm talking about. I got Reality TV on here. OG Pyru just entered the building. Finesse2Tymes gets turns himself in Houston, Texas. He's not arrested. Some sources, our sources are saying he turned himself in. Right. Some type of bond situation. We don't really have all the evidence, but we do know that he's in Harris County Jail. Man, OG, I was just saying before you came on here, these are little bitty things that add up to be big things, man. How important is it to stay away from the authorities, man, at this stage in his career and the way he's been bumping his head?
What is that you just saying?
You couldn't hear me. I say Finesse2Tymes gets arrested. I mean, turns himself in on a bond. Some type of, he had an issue with his bond, is what I'm hearing, allegedly. So basically he's incarcerated. It's all over the internet that he's been arrested again. And I'm just trying to say how important is it to stay away from these authorities and stuff when you keep going to jail over and over again, man. You got to stay out their way.
I guess you can't stay out there if you turn yourself in, no?
Yeah.
So he needed some psychological help. He should have went to instead of Harris County. You said Harris County.
Yeah, in Houston, Texas. Yeah.
Yeah, that's down in Houston, man. Harris County ain't no joke. You can't get no rehab in there.
Reality TV, when did you hear about this?
Probably about an hour ago.
And my inside sources is telling me that it's something where he just turned himself in. That's not what they're saying.
It happened this morning. He said, this happened this morning, though.
Wow, man. Like I said, I just hate to keep seeing him going through this over and over again because, you know, that's when you start dealing with this, and he's trying to get all this stuff behind him because he got off federal probation. And when he got off federal probation from being here, going to Tyler jail, then going to Harrison County jail, it's like, it's nonstop, bro. It's just nonstop. And it's like, he does great music. I heard this man in the studio and it sounded like a record that was already out. It sounded like I said record. I'm old. It sounded like some music that was already out. You hear me? This dude is super talented, but just having some.
Everybody knows. Like Texas don't play like when it comes to stuff like they still believe in death penalty and stuff like that. So they don't give a damn, especially by no black people.
No, they don't, man, and they'll lock you up.
They know who you are.
Yeah, they ran OG off him down there. He might not tell it, but they did.
OG over there sleep. Why you quiet?
But you're talking about they don't play. That has nothing to do. He turned himself in. So it had nothing to do. I got to take white folks' side on this. I didn't ask for you. You came in on your own. You got to understand the fact that some things is just a little too tough. I know a lot of people, as long as they're under supervision, some people need supervision. That's why we have the recidivism rate the way it is, because a lot of people just can't handle being on the street. That young man be spazzing out. He goes on these temper tantrums and keeps himself in the element, and then he turns. That's the true sign of a bipolar personality. He's 100%
diagnose the man. You don't diagnose the man. You don't take him to the doctor.
It don't take Einstein to figure out these neurons. So I'm just saying, it's sad, but there again, us as being black people, it's so. How can I say it? He was in such a position where he had to turn himself in to Harris County Jail. He couldn't turn himself into the gang. He couldn't go into a black records studio and like, man, I got to camp out. I remember a time in the 60s, if you had a problem with the police, you turned yourself into the Nation of Islam and went to the captain and the minister and told them that I got a problem, and they dealt with it for you on black. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Those days are over.
We need that back.
Definitely need that back. Yeah, and
it should be a time where if you got a problem with your boyfriend, why do you have to call the police? You should call his brother, or call his gang, or call a preacher. Why does it have to come to black folks every time we get into something with each other? We have to call our white daddies.
Wow, boy, OG, you said a mouthful, but that's the revolutionary part coming out of you right there. Yeah.
That's the Negro trying to stay alive.
Oh, okay, that's the survival kit, right? Well, man, hey, man, guys, man, thank you, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, guys. And also, guys, if you're still watching, guys, make sure you know, man, that, we got a lot going on. Reggie Carroll, his situation, we already know he passed away. But they getting to the bottom of it, man. And I don't know what's going on, but me and OG jumped right into it a little earlier. Boss Talk 101, man. Reviews.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.